For Olympic events, the fellow we're about to meet would have a gold medal by now.
No, this is unfortunate. It's unfortunate you are a horse's ass and did what you did to me.
Some people here in Utica, New York say his tongue is so sharp that he makes Don Rickles sound like Mother Teresa.
Every time I come here, it's the same damn shit.
He says he's got the worst job in town, maybe the worst job in the entire United States.
If you don't like your damn job, get the hell out of it.
And once he even said that Utica, which is his hometown, was a terrible place to live. Oh, did I mention that he's the mayor?
All the bullshit and all the horse shit and all the other shit is over with.
Well, why don't you say what's on your mind, Mayor?
Well, I want to be polite today. You caught me in a good mood.
The funny part is, he's not kidding.
Look at this. Can anybody pick this up?
Ed Hanna, Mayor Ed Hanna of Utica in upstate New York, is not what you'd call a diplomat.
You're beginning to look to me like you're a pile of shit the way the rest of the council people are. I am tired of dealing with fakers around here. If I can take this lousy job, they can come in and help out once a month.
Utica has seen this act before.
One flower pot, and you will be arrested immediately.
20 years ago, Ed Hanna was mayor. Now, at 74, he's back, and king of all this. An old, industrial, nearly bankrupt city, like too many other American cities that have seen better days. Once, Utica was a booming textile town and a manufacturing town with thousands and thousands of jobs. But they're gone now, leaving behind empty factories and abandoned buildings and a main street that is virtually deserted.
Hey, look at that.
So, if you're wondering why Ed Hanna is a bit testy, now you know why.
Look at the city when you see all this deterioration, empty buildings and so on. Something has been done wrong around here, hasn't it? Well, so, you know, if they could point out and say, what do we need Ed Hanna for? You know, but you look at the city and we need 20 Ed Hannas. We need geniuses around here. We need some miracles around here. It's a hell of a situation.
Ed Hanna's philosophy is simple. Around here, we do things my way. And just to make sure nobody forgets, listen to the song he personally picked to chime every hour, all day long. I Did It My Way, a tune that is not music to the ears of his critics.
It blows his ego all up. That's why he's got that tower there playing that song. And the last thing that this city needs right now is an egotistical maniac.
Michael Sermonaro and Steve Taylor and Howard Welch are Utica city councilmen. Welch told us about a recent meeting where the mayor treated him with unusual kindness and civility.
He called me a shithead. He called me a pile of shit.
Did you deserve it?
No, I didn't. I was only trying to do my job as a member of the Common Council of the city.
The reason we have such a bad image and such a negative image is that he's been the drum major of that message. It's a case of overkill.
The name calling is common in the city of Utica. They can't hit me on anything solid. You notice they can't say that I've got my hands in the cookie jar. They can't condemn me for
There is no cookie jar.
No, you're right, you got a point there.
You're broke. You have no money.
You know, I had an awful nightmare last night. I dreamed I was the mayor of the city of Utica.
How can a mayor afford to talk that way about his own city? The fact is, Ed Hanna can afford to talk that way. He's rich.
Well, anyways, let me show you where I was born.
Because this man who grew up dirt poor in Utica,
Right here, and upstairs on the second floor there.
who dropped out of high school during the Depression, would go on to build a candy factory and perfect a photo developer, which he sold to Kodak, and along the way, become a multimillionaire. He's even got an apartment in Paris. You could be there now, right, sipping champagne, or you could be standing in the middle of this vacant lot in Utica, New York, and you choose to be here?
How can you be so heartless as to remind me of all this? This mayor is not going to cave in.
Ed Hanna may see himself as a Don Quixote, a white knight chasing the impossible dream, to somehow turn things around in Utica, even if it's just a little at a time.
This mayor's rightful position.
It's an idea that rings a bell around here. That's right, when the town bells aren't bonging My Way, they're playing another of the mayor's favorite songs, The Impossible Dream, which given Utica's condition seems uniquely appropriate. All I want to do, Ed Hanna says, is save my hometown. And the master plan begins with the tiniest of details.
You'd have a broom, clippers, and the shovel.
Like litter on the sidewalk.
And what's down here, for instance? Let's take a look at this post.
The mayor won't tolerate it.
What's all this green on the ground here?
So he's hired people who had been chronically unemployed, some who'd been on welfare, and for $5 an hour, they make Utica spotless and gain some respect for themselves along the way.
I got a family at home, so I need the money and I need the job.
It's an honest living.
And you'd rather do this than be on welfare?
That's right, Mayor Hanna. I myself, I look at it this way. Jobs today are so scarce with the economy and everything, and, you know, I hope the program works, Mayor Hanna. God bless you, Mayor Hanna.
See this cigarette butt over here? Get everything, inch by inch.
Your town is bankrupt. You've got more abandoned buildings than you know what to do with, and you're worried about cigarette butts and a crack in the sidewalk.
You can be poor, you can be broke, but you can be clean, and it costs nothing. Look at this over here.
No, this will never be Paris, to state the obvious. Right now, it's more like Buffalo, without the glitter. But Ed Hanna thinks Utica can be more than it is, which is why he got the local power company to start putting in new shiny light poles. It may not seem like much to you, but in Utica, little things mean a lot.
And a light pole is important to you.
The appearance of the city is important to me, every detail. Some people who understand what I'm doing, call me a perfectionist.
And what are your...
Others call me a bastard.
And you see that building over there? It used to be the crown jewel of Utica, the tallest, busiest building in town.
For the past 10 years, it's been through a lot of financial problems and vacant for most of the time. Could have cost us well over $1 million to tear the building down.
So the mayor sold the building for the princely sum of $1.
This is the man who bought the building for $1.
On the condition that the new owner renovate it and put people to work.
Well, once the building's full, there could be 500 or 600 people in there.
I'll give you that for 50 cents.
There's no question that the mayor has his loyal, die-hard supporters.
The mayor is a dictator. He wants to call us one.
But this guy's not one of them. Mayor Hanna has stepped on a lot of toes, which becomes obvious when you attend a Utica Common Council meeting, where there's a feeling that Ed Hanna's undiplomatic style
Lying like hell
is just plain embarrassing.
It discourages business people from coming into the city and developing their businesses here.
Because?
Because of his antics.
Why do I have to take care of every goddamn detail of this city?
Maybe the reason you're still the mayor of Utica is because you're a big shot here in Utica. In Paris, you'd be just one more American with a dummy French accent.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You're not a big shot in this city now. To be mayor of the city of Utica here is nothing glamorous at all. I brought myself down about 15,000 notches in being mayor of Utica. This is, you know, are you kidding? I mean, Bernie, you can't be serious. It's a lousy, miserable job.
And you love it.
And I love it, yes, because I'm going to win. I've made a great deal of strides so far. All the bullshit is over with.